Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday, the 4th of November 2020. So obviously the main news is the current US election. The count is on. At the moment, Trump is ahead according to Sky News here. First one to 270 to win, but as a lot of the mainstream have said this morning, there's all sorts of odd things going on with the count. So this is going to drag on for days, I suspect. But that's the current state of play. Let's have a look at the markets for yesterday, see what they did. So we'll start off with the trades, and there was two trades yesterday, which I'm going to go through. I've recorded them for you as well, and I use the data points from the daily chart as profit targets, and both of these were actually hit, and you'll see these in real time. So let's just fast forward to the trades. I'm not going to go through each individual bar as I would normally would, and you can see them buying there and supporting the market. We had an update the day before when prices moved higher, and you can see there they continued to move higher from the off. And we'll just fast forward to the trade, which is around 9 a.m. So there we go. So what I've done here is there we go. You can see prices showing a potential buy. The order is filled, and again I'm just going to there we go. So you can see there where I'm in the trade, and what I'm doing is using the profit target from this chart in the easy order in MT4. So if prices hit this area, then the trade will be taken out automatically. So prices, this is an interesting bar here. I'm going to highlight these as well. At this point here, I thought we've got a bit of a problem because prices were showing resistance at the previous level there, and a lot of volume, tiny bar. So they had to absorb the selling coming into the market here, finding a lot of resistance there. Otherwise, it would have just sailed through and moved higher because the volume was greater, but it didn't. So prices struggle here. And now you'll see, I keep this on the screen, I've moved the stop to above break even. And then as prices move higher, you will see the profit target there in line with this from the daily chart. And you'll see the trade being taken out there. So yeah, that was the first trade. A nice quick just move it back a bit so you can see 32 points on that trade there at 50p per point. So that was the first trade of the morning, and like I say, I was using the daily charts resistance areas and target points that we look at each day as a way of taking profits at the optimum point. And interestingly enough, after I was out of this trade, you'll see prices hugging this line that I drew in. Now, the prices did go through this mid-morning. They went up to 40, which, again, you can see there, that same line that I'd used in the morning to actually take profits was still in existence. And I'm going to fast forward now to the afternoon session. And you will see prices starting to move lower here, and then they start to find some buying, and the first clue was this bar here, that there was some buying coming in, because again, huge amount of volume, and this was 4 minutes in on the session, which was unusual. And then we see further buying as well. Now there's some buying here, but there's also some buying further to the left, which I didn't highlight. I had a look at it, but I didn't highlight on the chart. It comes after, to show you why I actually bought down here as opposed to waiting for the signal, because we got this huge volume here, and there was support over to the left. And like I say, I do draw it in after, but it was the rationale for going in the trade earlier. So prices start to come back, and we see a bit more buying support here for the market. The increase in volume, it's not red, and prices haven't gone down, so it can't be selling. Could be short covering though from this move to the downside. However, prices continue to move higher, and then you'll see we get a pullback, and then prices give us the official buy signal, and then prices start to move up, going through the scalp there. And now what I'm doing is going back and having a look, and you'll see this is the area where I actually saw the support. And I'm also looking at the morning's high, which is here. And I've just drawn this across onto the chart because I want to use this as the profit target for the trade. So that's the other reason. So that was the support, the reason for going in, which I didn't draw on until later. But as a target price to take profits, this was the key one here. So when you see the MT4 come up in just a moment, you will see that again I used the profit target. There it is. Here is the same as the one here, to allow the market just to take the profit, so I don't have to think about it. And then as the market went through, you'll see here prices, the trade being stopped out for 60 odd points profit. So you'll see there it is, and then it's taken out, and the profit is banked as prices are moving higher. Now greed can always get in the way, and you think, yeah, but it could go up to the R2 and we can keep trading. This is something that I wanted to try, where we'd use the daily chart targets where you get this resistance. And again, as in the morning session, you can see that prices pull back from this level. They traded back up to it, and they did attempt to start to moving higher, and they did get to the R2, but it doesn't matter. I was already out of the trade anyway, and the profit banked for the day. So 60 odd points in the afternoon and 30 odd in the morning was a good day, just by using the daily chart as a way of collecting those profits and try and get this to stay steady. And the reason the target areas were used is because that was the 50% fib and also the 200 MA, and that's why I used those in these two trades. So the market did trade higher, and you could have had more out of the trade, but like I say, it was a good day. And it was easy trading because it was just a matter of having those profit targets in place. So let's have a look, see how the market's reacting overnight to the prospect of a Trump win at the moment. Although Biden seems to be using the mainstream media to say that it looks like he's going to win. But anyway, so yesterday I used the 50% and the 200 MA as those target profit areas. And obviously it paid off, and this is something I'm going to look and investigate a lot more, because sometimes you wonder why the market stops at certain areas. Well, it's because it's down to the daily chart. Institutions trade daily charts, as do banks. They're long-term traders, and it's these areas that are critical to look at as an intraday trader, because they will give you the roadmap of where prices are likely to trade. So here we've got the high of one day last week, which is the 27th of October, and you can see that price is trading up to this area overnight, and also 62% retracement where the market's struggling at the moment. The 200 MA should become a support though, which will, again, that 50%, the 1223 area. So let's see where we are in the bigger picture at the moment. Not the bigger picture, in the intraday overnight. There we go. So let's have a look, see what we've got. So the market opened at the usual time. It's traded lower, traded down to the S1, and then traded back up above the 200 MA and the DP, came back to the DP, and then closed back below the 200, closed below the DP, and now is sitting at the DP, the daily pivot, the center point between the previous day's range from low to high. So yeah, at the moment sideways. The question is, what am I going to do this morning? I have no idea is the answer. I will take a view when the market opens, and I will probably have a punt, but it's going to be an interesting one, because we have no idea how the market is going to react to the votes as they come out. But if Trump actually is declared this morning, let me just refresh this, unless it's probably all up to date. If Trump is declared, or he's out at, let's say, 260 to 209, then it's likely he's going to win, and that will send the market soaring to the upside. That is as much as I could tell you at the moment. You can see how this line here is that 023 that I drew in on the daily, took from the daily chart. Get my teeth in a minute. Drew in from here at the 50% retracement, and you can see that that's become support with a lot of volume as well. So again, an interesting area. So going back to if Trump lead begins to increase, and you can see that he's going to be the first to 270, then the market will move strongly to the upside. How long it stays there though after all of this, who knows, but it's going to get interesting as we go forward. But then also we're going to throw into the mix that there may be all sorts of delays and all, accusations of rigging and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. So what other news have we got today? Not that it really makes a lot of difference, frankly, because all eyes are going to be on the US election. But we do have the ADP at lunchtime, and then we've got the PMI as well at 3 p.m. Okay, I have spoken enough for this market alert. So let's see what happens today. Simple as that. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.